Welcome back. We'll continue our focus on Nigeria's 57th Independence Day anniversary, and my colleague Markwe is standing by in Abuja. Markwe.
Well, thank you, Nyota. I have with me in the studio Mr. Mike Ejiofor, who is a former director with the State Security Services. Mr. Ejiofor, happy Independence Day to you.
Same to you.
Well, I'm sure that you were also one of those who were praying for the country yesterday.
Yeah, in fact, I want to congratulate Nigeria and Nigerians. You can see yesterday was a special day for Nigeria. It was the first day of the month, the first Sunday. It fell on our independence, and we used it to celebrate the solemnity of Our Lady Queen of Nigeria, because Nigeria is dedicated to God. So it was a special day, and prayers answered. Nigerians went about their business, and there was a lot of excitement. You can see people driving with their flags, in their cars, and it was quite consoling that despite the tension generated by the quit notice to the Igbos and the problem we're having in the southeast of the IPOB and the northeast, we're able to have a very peaceful celebration.
Well, thank God for that. But just wondering, what were your thoughts? I mean, I'm sure that a lot of adults and even young people are now beginning to get more and more reflective, because I want to believe that that enthusiasm is not something that just fell from the moon. What do you think informs that appreciation of Nigeria's independence anniversary?
Well, you see, Nigerians are very good people. They are very good followers. What we just need is people to set put the leadership in position and let people appreciate their leaders. Otherwise, you see the furor, the tension that was generated. Nobody likes any problem. Nobody likes crisis. And we believe very strong. I personally believe in the Nigeria project, like many other people. This country, at 57, we must be celebrating, but we're not there yet. But with prayers and hard work, I think we shall be there. I want to use this opportunity to appeal to our politicians to have the fear of God in what they are doing, because most of the things they are doing generating this concept that people have no fear of God. If people have God and appreciate God, that is the ultimate in whatever we're doing. Before you take any decision, you must be able to put God first. And that will, by so doing, we should be able to move this country forward.
Well, the nation is definitely far from perfect. And, people will say that that is what has informed the call for restructuring. How do you think that moving forward, I mean, on this enthusiasm matter, how do you think that the government can build, realizing that a number of people, not majority of people, are very enthusiastic about this country, and they believe, like you rightly pointed out, in the Nigerian project? How do you think, because the president also mentioned that in his speech, how do you think that moving forward, they can build on that enthusiasm and deliver the country that we're all looking towards?
You see, there's this consensus on restructuring. Even the president in his speech admitted that there's people who agitate, it's their legitimate right to agitate. But the process is what the problem is. And I think we should come together. Everybody is agreed on this restructuring. And this country, for us to have peace, must be restructured. There must be devolution of powers. You see, the fear is that even without devolution of powers, our governors are very powerful. The president of Nigeria, I think, should be among the most powerful presidents in the world in terms of exercise of powers. So the center is too strong, for a federation. So we need to devolve power. Let us practice true fiscal federalism. Let people, before the independence, you saw a lot of competition between the various regions. See development going on in various places. You Southwest, you talk of Cocoa House, the first TV in Africa. You go to the east, you talk of production of coal and all the other palm produce. You talk about groundnut pyramids. But the fear is that, the fear people are having that we have so much relied on sharing money from Abuja. So people are afraid that once power is devolved, most states are not going to survive. But that is not true. When this government came in, we changed mantra. Initially, things were very, very difficult because of change from one known, what we're used to another form of government. There was real hardship. But you can see now that things are relaxing. People are getting used to. People who were not farming now go to farm. We need to diversify our economy because necessity, they say, is the mother of invention. So we need to, for this country to survive, power must evolve. We must restructure this country, and I'll continue to talk about it because those are the issues generating security concerns in the country. Where the government should take the initiative, the National Assembly, the executive should take immediate steps to address this issue before it escalates. Yeah,
well, definitely those who are also, saying that we have to restructure. I mean, look at the front page of The Guardian, restructure now or implode. And that's the warning that quite a number of people are given. But then some people also say that there is no alternative to good governance. You talked about how the states, the regions used to compete before now. Some people say, what's stopping the states from still competing, even with the little resources that they have or even with the powers at their disposal?
There's no way the states can compete now. Because at the end of the month, you come cap in hand to share the booty or cake, as people call it.
Couldn't that have been used as seed capital to develop whatever resources are in the states? Even the human resources, more importantly, the human resources in the states.
The question we should ask ourselves, the money they are getting, the money the states are getting from that sharing, what are they doing with it?
Are we asking that question?
But we should ask. Go to Lagos, for instance. You see, the matter speaks for itself. I don't belong to any political party. I don't intend to be. I'm not partisan. But go and see what is happening in Lagos. See the amount of revenue they are generating. See the rate of development, infrastructural development in Lagos. Others should emulate, but they tell you Lagos is cosmopolitan. You go to rivers, there's development. They are generating money. These are because of their economic base. So whether you are in PDP, you are in APC, there's no APC market. There's no PDP market. We all go to the same market. Your economy, the purchasing power you have, whether you are in PDP or in APC or APD or whatever party you are purchasing power is what matters. How has this governance affected your life? That should be our concern. Not, in fact, it bothers me when you talk of this issue because there are issues to generating conflicts. When you talk of zoning, I don't believe in zoning.
You don't?
But I don't. But for now, until we get there, let us continue to maintain this issue of zoning for political stability. Otherwise, we should look for the best hands to manage our economy.